come in, because first and foremost in the intake center we have a lot of other animals, and if they have contagious illnesses, we have to keep them in quarantine. Now, of course, we always want to know first and foremost, because this determines whether they're pregnant or not, is if they're a pair of males, a pair of females, or a male and a female. And so we flip them over, and there's this little thing here. Now we call it the magic button. You can press right above here, and if a penis pops out, it's a boy. This is a girl. Now, one of the things we worry about when girls get abandoned is, and if you look at her shape, okay, she's a little chunky here, right? And so one of the things we have to do when we get female guinea pigs in is they have to stay with us for a certain number of days, and they go on pregnancy watch. And why pregnancy watch is important is, you can imagine when we have an adopter come in, they're expecting a piggy or a few piggies, and they might get more. So any of the females that come in, we do keep for a longer period of time, because we can't even detect a pregnancy until they're quite far along. Now, the second thing we're curious to do is how old the animal is. Now, I can tell just by looking at this animal that it's definitely over a year old. But how much over a year old is hard to tell. And one of the things we'll do is we look at these lovely little paws and claws. Now, I can tell, number one, that the owner did not know how to cut nails. And so you can see that their toes are actually deformed, and so we'll have to cut these back and have their toes go back into normal, because unfortunately this becomes painful for them to walk. And so one of the first things this one will get is a nail trimming. And one of the things we also know as to how they're taken care of is the shape of the bottom of their feet. And so we can flip them over, and we actually look at their foot pads. And so now you can see with this guinea pig's foot pads, a normal guinea pig should have very nice pale pink feet. As you can see, these are a little bit on the red side. So we know that the owner probably wasn't the best about changing their cages or putting them on stuff. And so here at the intake center, we actually use a very soft bedding that we'll keep them on. And we'll keep an eye on those feet and make sure they go back to that nice pretty pink. Now the next thing we'll look at is ears. Hi, sweetie. Now guinea pigs love to be pet and groomed like their mommies groom them. So as you can see, I'm rubbing her ears, but I'm also checking them with my fingers. And so if I feel anything crusty, if I feel anything like that doesn't feel right, I'll look closer. Now her ears feel really good. In fact, the inside of her ears even feel really good. So she doesn't feel like she has any lice. Now, guinea pigs can have body lice. So we're gonna flip her around, but they can also have dander. So one of the things we look for, and I can see it here, there's like some white dander here, right? Now that could be just dry skin, it could be her litter, it could be other things, but this is why every guinea pig goes to the
He's not getting away.
because lice and mange and other things can be harder to detect. Now what I am noticing, and as I'm talking to you, I'm feeling her coat. The other thing that can happen with guinea pigs in abandonment situations is they have bites. And so we will literally just run our hands all over them, look for lumps, bumps, scabs, and they think they're just getting pet, and we're actually giving them a nice exam. So as you can see, like I'm petting her under her chin to make sure she doesn't have anything like, and she, ooh, you like that, you're giving me kisses. So many guinea pigs do like getting their chins rubbed. Oh, you really like getting your chin rubbed. So she's giving me kisses while I'm checking her for lumps and bumps. We also look at the eyes. Her eyes look, oh, you're so sweet, you're kissing me. Her eyes look fantastic. Normally, if they come in and they have an eye infection, they'll be green or yellow discharge. Her eyes are very, oh my God, I'm sorry, this is so sweet. She's giving me so many kisses. You're so happy. But her eyes look good. They're clear, they're bright, they're not cloudy. And so that's a really good sign. Now, she's so happy with me right now. She's about to get upset because we test teeth. Now, no guinea pig really likes it, and I'm gonna do it this way just so we can see it. But a healthy guinea pig has two nice, straight, clean upper teeth with no plaque. So you can see those look good. And then they have this really nice set of lower teeth. Now, guinea pigs do not like you messing with their teeth, right? But we can look for overbites, we can look for mouth issues. The one thing that we're not able to do here at the intake center without a special tool, which I don't have with me right now, is we can actually stick a little stethoscope in and we check their molars. So, but in lieu of a stethoscope, what I do is I'm feeling along her cheeks, looking for any kind of swelling or anything that would indicate that she has a tooth issue, right? She feels and looks really, really good. She needs a nail tripping. We're gonna put her in the quarantine room and then we're gonna watch her for possible lice just because I'm seeing a little bit. Now, one of the things to remember with animals, lice is species specific. So humans cannot catch guinea pig lice, rabbits cannot catch guinea pig lice, which is good. So that allows me to be able to handle and check out the animal and still have them be happy and with their buddies. Now, the good news is, given she's in paper litter, that's probably not lice, it's probably paper stuff. But I actually have a special little microscope that we also use that I will actually take tomorrow when I actually have daylight, and I'll actually check all those little white spots and see if it's really lice or just some little bit of dander or a little bit of dust. All right, sweetheart, let's get your buddy out and see how they're doing. She's